Welcome to Caveman Feast. Let me ask you a question. Trying to get in shape? Are you on the dreaded weight loss roller coaster and you're thinking about going paleo, but you're afraid it's too complicated to learn or to cook? Me too. Heck, I'm downright lazy. I don't even have time to eat food, much less cook it. But stick around, because I'm going to show you a super simple way to cook some of the most scrumptious, fat-burning meals in just minutes a day that will take inches off your belly and make your dinner guests drool. Hi, this is George Bryant, also known as the Civilized Caveman. This is me. Yep, on the left is how I used to be. Pretty pudgy, huh? It's the result of 12 years of battling bulimia, yo-yo dieting, over-exercising, depression, and even ending up in a wheelchair due to injuries I suffered while training in the Marines. I went from a puny 157 to a massive 253 pounds. That's a whopping 100-pound difference. After a series of surgeries on my legs and being let go from the Marines for medical reasons, I later was introduced to paleo and a man who changed my life, Abel James, better known as the Fat Burning Man, and author of the best-selling book, The Wild Diet. I struggled for years. After a long road, I finally went from a fat, crippled, junk food scarfing bulimic to a healthy, happy, New York Times and international best-selling author, award-winning food blogger, and cook. Paleo changed my life. It helped me in more ways than I can count. Today, I eat extremely well. I cook and prepare absolutely delicious meals that are both nutritious and satisfying. My work, my story, and some of my most popular recipes have been featured in a number of top publications and shows, like Huffington Post, Fox News, BuzzFeed, Paleo Magazine, and so many more. But hang on, you might think, that was easy for you, George, because you're a cook. But I don't know how to cook. Believe me, it wasn't always that way. Just like the roller coaster ride I was on with my health and weight, learning to cook, and to cook well, had its share of ups and downs too. I had absolutely no idea how to cook. When I first started out, I didn't know what julienne meant or what the word sautéed was. In fact, I couldn't even tell you what the different colors of peppers there are. I was clueless. Like most people who can't cook to save their lives, the kitchen intimidated me. I was so afraid of messing it up. I didn't want to burn my food, undercook it, botch the seasonings, cut it the wrong way. Ugh. And guess what? I did those exact things. I failed more times than I cared to count. I'm sure you've seen those cooking fail blogs where you see a photo of a recipe that turns out completely different than the original photo with the sarcastic caption, "Nailed it," written across it. Yep, that was me when I first started out. Total noob. My food was nowhere near perfect, and sometimes it was an utter disaster. I was prepared to throw in the towel, or the apron in this case, but I stuck to my guns. I set out to teach myself how to cook paleo. I searched for the easiest recipes I could find and learned through trial and error. I did it while keeping 3 important goals in mind. It has to be easy, it has to be fast, and it has to be delicious. If you're anything like me, life always gets in the way. Who has time to cook restaurant-quality, ancestor-inspired meals that don't cost an arm and a leg to make? The microwave used to be my best friend. It's super efficient, and if I was on the go, it was too easy to slap something quick into the nuker, which I didn't give a second thought. But did you know, in 1991, research showed that processed food cooked in microwave ovens pose a greater risk to health than food cooked by conventional means? Besides the potential problems, microwaves are known to kill most micronutrients in food that are essential to the human body, and in some cases, can even make food toxic. That's why I wanted to find ways to prepare quick and easy meals that were both nutritious and turned out so amazing, people would think I slaved in the kitchen for hours. So if there was a shortcut to cooking real food and avoid processed, microwavable crap, you bet I learned it. If there was a way to cut down my time in the kitchen and still make fantastic meals, I not only tried it, I perfected it. After all, I am a lazy bum. I wanted what I call the lazy way to cooking paleo. Quite simply, I just wanted to learn how to make the best tasting meals without the best tasting hassle. After much trial and error, I've developed some of the tastiest, easiest, paleo-friendly recipes that people are raving about all over the internet. In fact, I have close to 120,000 fans on Facebook and 60,000 registered members on my blog who devour each new recipe I put out. Due to the fact that so many people are intimidated by cooking like I was, I've decided to put together a supreme collection of 200 plus of my best, easy to make, mouth-watering meal recipes that will make any modern caveman salivate. Introducing Caveman Feast. My buddy Abel James helped me put it all together, and we're so happy to share it with you. I hope that it helps you start your own journey and cooking your way to a happier and healthier life. You're going to absolutely love these meals. But best of all, you're going to love cooking them too. Even if you're a non-cook, hate cooking, or think you don't have a single cooking cell in your body, these meals are so ridiculously easy to make, you're going to forget when was the last time you ate out. It's all made with 100% real, fresh, simple ingredients. These meals are insanely healthy and beyond delicious. You won't believe you're actually eating healthy at all. I should know, I'm a diehard foodie. I love food. I even had a hard time putting the recipes together because I was drooling half the time. But you know what? Even though I ate like a king, I still managed to lose weight. Weight loss might be a goal, like it was for me when I first started out, but enjoying delicious paleo meals offers so many more benefits. For instance, here are some of the amazing results that some people have shared with us. Increased energy, improved performance, accelerated recovery, clearer, smoother skin, stronger immune system, restored youth and vitality, and so much more. You might be wondering, what exactly do you get with Caveman Feast? Well, this amazing book is broken down into 8 categories, where each one is filled with simple paleo recipes. These categories are beef, pork, poultry, seafood, breakfast, sides, add-ons like condiments, sauces, butters, dressings, rubs, and blends, and goodies that are also grain-free. Eating healthy has never been this easy. Here's a sneak peek at a couple of the recipes. Remember, you get over 200. Plus, you won't find these recipes anywhere else. They're staggeringly simple to make, and they are 100% paleo. So there's no gluten, no soy, no dairy, no wheat, no sugar added, no preservatives, and no processed ingredients. Do you like to track your calories and macronutrients, like fats, proteins, and carbs? No worries, we've got you covered. Caveman Feast also comes with detailed nutrition information, so you know exactly what's in your meals. No fuss, no muss. With clear, step-by-step instructions, you will cook up to die for paleo meals that will get rave reviews from friends and family every time. So much so, they'll even think you're a closeted chef or went to cooking school. In fact, I must warn you, if you do cook for others, you might end up with a huge problem on your hands. Your meals will be so good and so irresistible, your guests might not want to ever leave. Just saying. But that's not all. Just to show you how easy these recipes are to make, you also get access to amazing bonus videos to take you by the hand and give you an example of how to do it and how easy it is. In the first video, I show you how to make pan-seared pork chops over a bed of sage and rosemary with caramelized apples and pears, apple bacon sweet potato hash, and chocolate pumpkin pecan no-bake macaroons. Yep, it's as delicious as it sounds, but it's so much easier to make than you think. In fact, the entire video is only 30 minutes. In the second video, I offer some of my best time-saving tips. I was recently asked by Real Food Sessions host Sean Croxton about my top 5 ways to save time and have fun in the kitchen. I also share some of the biggest mistakes people make. Cooking great paleo food is not that complicated, and I will show you how. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some people had to say on Facebook. I just wanted to let you know I've been using your cookbook to cook our family meals just about every night, and they're delicious and, more importantly, easy. I love the crock-pot recipes, especially because I have a crazy work schedule. Thank you. That's from Gina Marie. I just purchased your cookbook last weekend and love it. We are a family of 6, with 5 of us having multiple food allergies. We have followed the paleo ideal for over a year, but it is so hard to come up with meals we can all eat. Your book is a big help and everything is so good. Last night I made the lemon Brussels sprouts. They were the best ever. And our favorite dish so far is the cauliflower mango couscous. Amazing. I've been eating it for breakfast with pork sausage every morning this week. Awesome cookbook. That's from Carol. Just made some primal pot roast. Caveman cookbook is the best purchase ever, from Heather. Amazing cookbook, and thank you for the pumpkin spice latte recipe. It's deliciously yummy, from Maurice Michelle Sandberg. George and Abel, I got your cookbook, Caveman Feast, and it is like a piece of art. The pictures are mouth-watering and the recipes look delicious. Well, thank you, Anne. This collection of over 200 of our favorite, easy-to-make, paleo-friendly recipes will help you follow the healthiest and most nutritious diet in the world. Sharing these amazing results is the biggest reason why we created Caveman Feast, like these ones. The recipes George created and shared are wonderful, easy to make, and delicious. I often refer friends of mine who are new to the paleo lifestyle to his website as a go-to site. Also, still one of my personal favorite sites for good, clean food. My preferred meal is the Caveman chili and rice. Thanks, George, for sharing with all of us your talents and dedication. Thanks, Allison. Health coach Penny said I refer all of my clients to George's website for invaluable real food recipes. He covers all the bases of cooking and makes it look irresistible. An amazing chef, gifted photographer, proud Marine, and a beautiful person inside and out. George is more than a caveman. He is a true Renaissance man. Emily Clark says, along with being an awesome person, the food that George makes could go head to head with some of the best food in this country and win. Not to mention, it is all perfectly paleo. This food quells any myth that gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, and mostly sugar-free has to be flavor-free. Everything from his coconut chocolate chip cookies to his beastie barbecue sauce, 2 of my favorite recipes that I've made multiple times, packs a punch that I don't think could be equaled by any non-paleo version. I highly recommend anything by my friend George. Emily says, this awesome KV dude sure knows how to kick some serious gluten butt in the kitchen. George's recipes have time and time again saved me from the purgatory of my own everything but the kitchen sink cooking tactics. His creativity and use of flavors makes every recipe exciting. Plus those photos, excuse me while I mop up my keyboard. I always know when I try a recipe it will be a surefire success. I am lucky enough to call George a dear friend now. This is one stand-up dude who deserves nothing but the best as he puts everything he has into helping others. Tommy Grace says, George literally changed my life. I was eager to get control over my life and start back down the road to fitness. I was, however, a bit overwhelmed with no idea how to really start. He was a regular guy like me who presented killer recipes that were simple, straightforward, and most of all fantastic to eat. I literally learned to cook by eating my way through his recipes, and I dropped about 60 pounds in the process. With his recipes and exercise, I built a better body, but by trying to follow his example, George built me into a better person. Chad says, my family and I have been eating paleo for more than a year. When we first started this journey, we were looking for new and exciting ways to prepare real foods. We were blessed to find George. His recipes are from simple, whole ingredients and foods and are, in my opinion, nothing short of culinary genius. My kids love when we tell them dinner is from the caveman. Even greater than his mouth-watering recipes is the man behind them. George is an amazing and incredible young man. Do you want to achieve results like these guys? Now's your chance. Think about the time and money you already wasted on eating out because you don't have time or don't know how to cook, let alone cook paleo. Think about the negative effects of eating packaged, processed, preservative-packed, microwavable meals that look nothing like real food. It all looks like cardboard to me. That's putting your health at risk, if not adding a few inches around your waistline. Think about all the time wasted on following some restrictive diet that not only robs you of a few pounds, it all comes back anyways, but also of your happiness, sanity, and health.